It is finally here. UCF, Florida, in the swamp. I'm not going to lie. This game makes me nervous. I was on live when the game came out, and everybody watching was like, play UCF in the swamp against Florida. I played on All-American. I played for about 2 seconds, and I quit because it was way too difficult. So we're going to see how I fare, but as always, let's start with recruiting and see all the updates that took place when we advanced the week. So we have 280 hours to use. We kind of talked about it last week. Probably going to lose out on this D tackle. We're looking good here. I'm just going to scroll down as you can see. You can pause just to look at some of the influence and where we're at with most of these guys. The goal is hopefully that we can get them to commit sooner rather than later. I want to see if we can make some leeway on Miami. Miami steals a lot of the guys that we want. So let's see if we can make some leeway on him. I mean, it looks like with this defensive tackle, I think if we can offer him the house, if we could send the house at him, I think there's a good chance he might actually bump us up on the board. Nobody's offered him a scholarship. We're the only one. Obviously, he's from North Carolina, so it makes sense that NC State, North Carolina, Clemson are all in his top 3. But they haven't offered him a scholarship. So we'll put points on him and see if we can get up on the board. Leading for this 4-star corner, leading for this right guard, and leading for this middle linebacker. But we do have 190 hours, so let's go into the prospect list and see if we can find any gems. So this is the national rank for Florida. Obviously, we were recruiting Devin Ingram. He's most likely going to Florida State. That's why we took him off our board. Glenn Stevens, he has 2 offers. We're most likely not going to get him. What we are looking for is guys that maybe don't have an offer from a school yet, and we can scout them. So, for example, this tight end. I don't necessarily need a tight end, so I'm not going to add him. But look, he has no offers. If we really wanted to, we could go recruit him, and if he's really good, offer him, and we have a much better chance of getting him. I'm going to add this kicker onto our list. I don't know if he's good or not, but we definitely do need a kicker, so I'm going to add him to our board. Now, look at this, all right? We always need wide receivers, right? Right here, there's 2 3-star wide receivers that have no offers. Obviously, Florida's at the top of the list for both of them, but there's no offers. So we're going to add both of these, and we're going to go scout them in a second. Same thing with this center. Listen, we don't need a center. It says we don't need one, but I've always told you, offensive linemen are crucial in this game. So we're going to scout him, and he has no offer, so we'll see what can happen. All right, so we're back on our recruiting board, and we have 190 hours. Now, I want to see if anybody's ready for a visit, and nobody is. So nobody's ready for a visit, so we know that we can really use our points right now. We already have all the points we really want on a certain amount of players. We're going to get more points in the coming weeks because, again, when Corn Kiki commits to Florida, we're going to get those 50 hours back. Hopefully he doesn't, but it's looking more and more likely that he is. So we're going to go down to basically all of our new recruits that we haven't recruited yet. Now, I'm not going to use points on the kicker. We can use points on the kicker when we have a little bit more hours, but I'm going to start scouting these 4 guys to see if we found any gems. So let's see what happens. And we found a gem in Duke Aviles. So, again, that's a 4-star wide receiver. I'm going to throw the bag at him, offer a scholarship, and then put 50 points on him. Because when you find guys like that, you want to be able to give them as much as humanly possible to help you in the long run. That means they're going to have better development, especially in the next year. And we found another gem in Tobias Robert, wide receiver. So that's back-to-back gems at the wide receiver position. So if we can get at least one of them, I'll be happy. I put 50 points on them. We only have 40 hours left, but that is a good find. Now let's scout Alex Mangold. Let's see what we can do with him. That is 3 straight gems, guys. See, that was the perfect time to go look into the prospect list and find some guys. So we're going to offer him a scholarship and put some points on him. We'll put DM the player and search social media just to put some points. And like I said, for Sean Gammon and Gadsden, we can recruit those guys next week because we don't have any hours left. I don't want to take hours off. I mean, we probably could take some hours off some players, but we're trying to get most of these guys to commit. So when we get more hours, we'll put them on them and we'll see what happens. So look, we're offering Brian Cush. He's a 3-star wide receiver. Nobody's really competing him for it. He's got decent stats, nothing too crazy. But what's important about it is he's a 3-star, and we just found 2 3-stars that are technically 4-stars at the wide receiver position. So we found better players weeks later into the prospect list and recruiting. So that's why you always want to try and find different players. If you lose out, it sucks, but you got to move on and find different guys. So we'll recruit those guys in a second, but let's do it. I think we've waited long enough. Let's go see if we can beat Florida on the road. All right, it's time. We're in the swamp. Listen, I do think UCF will beat Florida in the regular season. I really do. With me playing this game, I'm not so sure. This could potentially be the first loss of this dynasty, but we'll see. I chose the light mode, the all-white, white helmet. We're the number 23 team in the country. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can go out and beat UF at the Swamp. As you see, the Stadium Pulse is 15th in terms of the toughness ranking. Players are moving around. You kind of don't know the play. Like right there, I messed up. I should have went, but RJ Harvey kind of fixes it for me, and we still pick up 3 yards. So that's going to be the issue. I really like to make changes at the line of scrimmage, and on the road, you don't really get to do that. So hopefully we can quiet up the crowd pretty quick so that I can do that. RJ Harvey up the gut. Picks up a solid gain. Florida in this game is 2-2 right now, but I've played Florida. They are not an easy game at all. RJ Harvey up the gut, and he gets the first down. 3 straight runs for RJ Harvey. Let's try and do an RPO here. This is also the issue. You can't see, now I can, but really sometimes you can't see the buttons that these players are. So I'm going to throw it to Chauncey Magwood out and try and hit it on the outside. Whoop! Beautiful play. Got it out to Chauncey for the first down. So far, so good. We are moving the ball. I'm not going to risk it. Let's just run it with RJ here. Oh, nice move by RJ. Almost gets the first down, 2nd and inches. Yeah, folks, it's not going to be like last week. I'm not going to be tossing it around against Florida. We are going to ground and pound the football. I will say, I kind of like this play. It's a fake toss. Maybe I can hit Morris or Hudson. And I shouldn't have done that. DB played it perfect, and it's 2nd down. Corners are pressing. I still want to run the ball. Maybe I can get KJ out in space here. And the DB, he played it perfectly. The edge played it perfectly. 3rd and 14. I'm going to have to take a chance. The DBs are pressing. We can hit Kobe. Townsend's got a nice corner on him, so maybe we don't hit Townsend, but we'll see if he beats him. And I've got the tight end, I think. Chauncey Magwood dropped the ball. Chauncey Magwood dropped it. I thought it was a tight end. It was Chauncey Magwood, and he just dropped it. All right. I always say it. The defense did its job. 0 points. The defense is probably the reason we're ranked 23rd in the nation because they have not allowed much. 2nd and 6. We got to put up some points here. Kind of like Randy Pittman up the seam. I do not like Randy Pittman up the seam, and let's see if we can run out, and we've got nothing. I'm going to roll KJ out. I took the long way, and it is 4th and 2. I'm not going to punt. Maybe I can do QB power with KJ, or I can change the play. Let's see if they heard me. I think they did. Let me try and hit Randy out there. And I do. And Randy Pittman, come on, go. Go. We got Randy. Let's go. Go. 14. Oh, my gosh. All right. Good audible at the line. Luckily, our guys could hear it because you can't hear anything when you're playing on the road in this game. They heard it. Was going to run QB power with KJ. Decided, nope, I'm just going to hit Randy Pittman. And he takes it almost to the house, and we get it on basically the 1 or 2 yard line. And RJ Harvey takes it in for the touchdown. 7-0 Knights. I was going to keep it with KJ Jefferson. I've said that a couple times. I really want to use that type of play to get KJ out in space, but listen, you have one of the best backs in the country, if not the best back in the country. You run it up with him for 7. And Florida scored 7-7. Told you this was not going to be easy. This was going to be a challenging game. Hopefully we can answer back. Let's see if my guys can hear this. I kind of want to hit Magwood. I want to get Magwood out. And I do, and Magwood's gone. Come on. Slide. Ooh. Magwood is really good in this game. I like using Chauncey Magwood. Hopefully he can have a big year this year because he's been fun to play with. All right, tied game at the end of the first quarter. We are on the move after the big play by Chauncey Magwood. Let's see if we can go put up another touchdown here. It's 3rd and 9. Let's see if we can hit RJ here. And KJ gets destroyed. I'm going to try the field goal. And Colton Boomer, I made the field goal. I'm usually really bad, and I usually miss all of them. So we made the field goal, 10-7 UCF. We only like to put up touchdowns, but we'll take the 3. And we get the ball back. No score from Florida, still 10-7. And if you look in the top right, the stadium pulse bar is at an all-time low. It's still moving, it's still loud, but it's not as high as it was when we started the game. And you know the first rule in this Charge on Dynasty is do not press Kobe Hudson. Do not do it. And it actually works for them. And I made a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. So that was not great. I was watching Kobe the entire time, and when I didn't have anything, I tried to run it out with KJ and threw a pick 6. In this game, that is very common, actually. Pick 6s they happen way too often, but got to figure out a way to answer back. Running with RJ on 2nd and 3, cut it up, out, and that was a good run. Good run. Let's hurry it up. Let's hit over the top, and I could not get enough on it. And we got RJ Harvey out, and he's going to get a first down. That was huge. That was big time. The swamp is getting louder. It's kind of calm now because we're moving the ball. Let's see if we can hit Randy here, and we're just going to get blown up. No block there. Got a free rush. Or maybe we can hit Kobe here. Maybe we can hit Kobe. If the safety stays, and if I can't hit him, maybe we can hit X. Beat him. Oh, the DB. Oh, that was a good play by the opposing, I think it was the safety. Playing on somebody else, switched off, and played on Kobe. So, 3rd and 16, not looking good. Oh my gosh, what a play. What a play. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive. KJ Jefferson was about to get blown up. I threw it as fast as I possibly could, and Xavier Townsend gives us the first down. That was a great play. All right, maybe we can hit Kobe here. No, we cannot. We're going to run it. We're going to run it up the gut and try and truck some people, and KJ gets to the 1-yard line. Great run by KJ Jefferson. All right, again, nothing fancy. Let's just run it with RJ. Run to the left side, and boom, touchdown. Let's go. UCF back on top. I know I got us in a hole, but as long as we can scrape out of it, that's all that matters. 17-14 UCF. And we get the ball back before half. Big stop by the defense. We are on our 37, 38-yard line. So let's see if we can make some noise before the end of the half. Get RJ in the flat. Go. Go, RJ. Go, RJ. And just like that, one play and RJ's almost gone. What a play by RJ Harvey. 2 receptions, 52 yards. I think he basically got most of his receiving yards right there. Kind of like Randy here. And I have him right to the 9-yard line. I might like Randy again. Randy or RJ. See, as you see, the play gets chained every 2 seconds, and that was the wrong read by me. I didn't wait long enough. I have to make sure he doesn't get pick 6. Bad read by me. Didn't break when I wanted to. Guy played it perfectly. Bad mistake at the end of the second quarter. But it looks like our defense just saved us. I think there was an interception. We got the ball back with 29 seconds left. No mistakes. Let's see if KJ can run out of this. I had triangle. I'm not trying to risk it. Get out of bounds. We're moving the ball. I'm just I'm making the mistakes. This was literally the play that I threw the interception on, so let's not do that again. That would be helpful. See if I can hit RJ. And I did it again. KJ overthrew it. I didn't even mean to. That wasn't even me. I am selling this game for us. I am really selling it. I'm selling it, but I'm not selling it enough. KJ Jefferson has come up with a couple of huge tackles. Again, that one I don't even think was on me. That one, it just got overthrown.
Off the play fake on first down.
And KJ Jefferson fumbles. So this is just getting from bad to worse. This is not going good at all. Now Florida takes the lead. It's 3 straight turnovers by KJ Jefferson for the Gators to now take the lead.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
And he fumbled again. He fumbled the ball again. Like, I don't know what else to do. Well, I don't know what's going on. I mean, he's getting hit, but this is ridiculous. 3rd and 29. This has gone from bad to worse. And they didn't read the play. So as you saw there, I switched it, but they clearly didn't hear me because of the noise, and we ran the ball with RJ Harvey when I didn't want to. 28-17. It's gone from bad to worse, like we said. Hopefully I can make some magic here, but KJ's cold. We're getting he's not being able to get anything off. I'm getting frustrated. I'm trying to stay composed, but it's just not going good. And he just gets right off the block. I mean, I don't know what else to do there. He gets right off the block. I mean, I had blockers up front, but the defender just bounced off of it. Yeah, this is not going good, guys. It went from really good. Maybe I can hit X over the top. I do. But again, the defender just stops him. I mean, I don't know, like, he had him beat by 3 guys, and the defender catches up and stops him, so we still need to score. All right, 1 play at a time. 5 minutes, 1 play at a time. Hopefully the defense can make a stop, but we need to score before we even consider that. Get Evan Morris out. First down. Let's hurry it up. Let's go. Run with RJ Harvey. Up the gut to the 5. Let's hurry it up. And we got the touchdown. I was quiet for most of that. That was scary. Ran the play action, hit Kobe Hudson in the back of the end zone. 24-35. Hopefully our defense can get a stop. And they don't. Gators ran off most of the clock. Only a minute left. Let's go to the stats. And that's the game. I did score really quickly. Don't really need to show it, but 42-31. We get our first loss in the Dynasty. Too many mistakes. Most of them self-implemented. I mean, call it like it is, 3 straight turnovers. It was 2 interceptions while we were moving the ball and a fumble. You're not going to win like that on the road. So UCF, at least in this Dynasty series, loses for the first time in the Swamp. So I know many of you are probably disappointed. I'm disappointed as well. Not only did we lose to Florida in the Dynasty series, but we lost out on the 5-star recruit, Koren Kiki, like we all assumed. In real life, I am very confident UCF is going to beat Florida. It just sucks I couldn't get it done here. We had our opportunities, had our chances, but we move on. Listen, we are 2-0 in conference play. We're 4-1, and we have a chance to go and win the Big 12. Like, yes, we did lose to Florida, in-state rival. Sucks. But our goal is to win the Big 12. Our goal is to go to the college football playoff. So, sucks, but we move on. We're going to remove Koren Kiki from our board. We're doing really good for Tyree Farmer. Not much has changed, but this one was the big one. We're going to now need to recruit quarterback because Auburn once again took over and he committed to Auburn immediately. I think that's when the hard sell comes into play, because I think if we would have hard sold him, maybe we would have had a shot. But again, when it came to the pro potential, I think it would have hurt us. Whereas maybe Auburn had pro potential being an A-, and they hard sold him, and that's how they got him. So we're going to need to look for a quarterback basically now. We go down the list. Again, we're leading for basically all our guys. I think with this right guard, we're going to have to add some points here, because I'm probably just going to send the house at him, because Georgia is coming up from our noses, and we don't want to lose, especially any type of offensive line, but a 4-star. As we go down, again, we're leading on most of these guys. I'm not too concerned. Novak, we put 50 on him last week. We made a little bit of a nudge, but he's from West Palm. Most likely he's going to go to Miami. We'll wait another week, but most likely we'll just take the points and put it on somebody else. He does want to schedule a visit, so if anything, we could schedule a visit for him. Maybe we'll schedule for BYU, make it as early as possible. And we see that the proximity to home is one of his big motivating factors, so we're just going to put proximity to home for the family visit as well. And look at that, for that defensive tackle. If you remember, I said we were the only one to offer him a scholarship. We weren't showing, but if we gave him some points, we might be able to make some leeway, and as of right now, we do. So hopefully NC State and North Carolina and Clemson, they just stay away and they don't offer him a scholarship. We haven't scouted him yet. We do have the points to scout him so we can see if he's a bust, if he's good. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now, but okay. So he's not a gem. He's not a bust. He's just a 4-star defensive tackle. So here at UCF, we'll take that. We're leading for this corner, leading for this right guard, leading for the middle linebacker. I might give a couple more points to the middle linebacker just because, again, I see Georgia coming up right behind. I never offered the kicker, so we're going to offer the kicker a scholarship. Again, I'm not going to scout the kicker, but he is from Lakeland. He doesn't have any scholarships, so we're going to offer him. And then, what do you know? For the gems, we are first. For all 3 of the gems, after offering them the scholarship, we are first. We have to keep putting the pressure on them because they don't have scholarship offers as of now. So if any school offers them a scholarship, it's going to be a competition. But right now, we're looking pretty solid. I'm actually going to take some points away from Duke Aviles for a good reason. We want some points to be able to send Robert on a visit. Robert's ready for a visit, so we're going to send Robert on a visit against BYU. And we already know kind of what he likes. That actually is really good. We already know his 3 motivating factors, so we're actually going to save 10 points by removing Send the House. We're going to go to Hard Sell, and we're going to pick his motivating factors right here, if I could find it, that he likes. Right there. So, coach's favorite, we're going to put that on him. It's going to save us 10 points, and it's going to hard sell him. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the UCF Dynasty Series. Listen, it's a tough loss, but we have to move on. We got a big-time rivalry game next episode against the Cincinnati Bearcats. We might be doing two teams. I know right after Cincinnati, it's Iowa State. Iowa State right now is like number 11 in the country. So again, opportunities to get ranked again, but we're going to first take care of business against Cincinnati, and then we'll see if we do a 2-episode next time. But thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, share. Do all that you do. We greatly appreciate it. All right, we will see you for the next episode of the UCF Dynasty Series.